I first noticed a shift in his content around March of this year when he did a live stream of President Trump's joint address to Congress about 6 weeks following his inauguration for a second term.
There's Ben Shapiro right there. There's Matt Walsh. How did they get an invite? YouTubers are getting
Thank
invites.
you very much.
Why did I
Thank
get
you.
an invite?
Like most people, the lead explains he never really paid attention to politics when he was younger and had less to lose in life. But as he's gotten older, accumulated wealth and assets, he's much more concerned about the actions of our political leaders. And fair enough, that's a pretty common sentiment for younger people. Despite how animated and vocal they can be about political issues, they have the lowest participation rate in electoral politics, yet they even follow politics to begin with. In any case, the lead is finally speaking on politics directly, and out of all the events that have taken place in recent memory, let alone the 6 years he's been a YouTube creator, he chose this moment. And when Vice President JD Vance is spotted during the ceremony, Lead brings up the meeting between Ukraine's President Zelenskyy, Trump, and Vance himself. The sentiment was clear to anyone who understands what's at stake here. Ukraine is in a desperate position, which is why they were so eager to be accepted in the NATO in the first place, which would all but discourage Vladimir Putin from annexing the territory like he did with Crimea back in 2014. For the record, the reason why Putin is even committed to this war or pressuring neighboring states like Georgia and Moldova to turn away from Western political alliances is to reunite former territories of the Soviet Union, and he's determined to have his way by any means. Since the initial invasion of Ukraine in February of 2022, he's violated no less than 25 ceasefire agreements. So you can imagine my disbelief when I hear the lead refer to Vance as our man because he checked Zelensky for trying to call out the US and embarrass the leadership in such a public fashion.
There is our man JD Vance. Told Zelensky, hey man, it is disrespectful for you to get up in here and try to litigate this in front of the American public. All of this but belongs behind the scenes.
Make no mistake, that entire performance was orchestrated by Trump and Vance in order to put Zelensky in his place and make him kiss the ring in order to receive more US support. Whether or not you have strong feelings about US support for Ukraine, hell, even if you outright disagree with it, you got to consider the outcome of Russia becoming a stronger threat to Western style democracies, especially those around Europe and other US allies. But the lead doesn't seem interested in addressing these facts of the situation, as he just continues on streaming the ceremony and engaging with his followers in the chat. At the end, he once again acknowledges that he's been ignorant about politics for most of his life, but will be doing more related content in the future, and encouraging his followers to participate in the process of fleshing out their own political identities as he does the same.
We're gonna we're gonna do a little bit more political content, see what the hell's going on. We need to be invested in the process, figure out where we fall on some of these things, become informed. I will be the first one to admit that I am not informed. I don't know about politics, but we're gonna start it up. We're gonna learn a little bit.